Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Vampire YGO here again with a third rendition for the Infernoble Knights. More of just an update after the release of Phantom Rage. They obviously got a new support extra deck monster in there, the Synchro. It's actually a pretty cool card. Not a lot of people are talking about it, or at least saying it's like one of the greatest things. I would definitely agree, but it is great for going second, and both of the effects that it has are pretty darn good, and I would say useful for the deck at least as well. And even though the extra deck is pretty tight, there is a way and one card that I think that I could easily take out to fit it in there. So let's get right into it. Just like prior, we have the PHRA, your special summon from the hand for the Fire Warrior on board, and then the Revival from the grave with a Fire Warrior monster or equip card from your grave to your hand, and then obviously becoming a tuner with special summon that way on the level 1. So 2, because again, I feel like it's really searchable and I still see it a great amount. Still the dopest artwork in my opinion, even though that new Synchro is definitely giving it a run. We have 2 Ogier, just like prior as well. This one is, I wanted to run to 3, but instead I put in the one Astolfo instead, just for the other name, and the effect of that one is actually pretty good as well. Ogier is awesome. It's your Foolish. Allows you to send one Fire Warrior monster from your deck to your grave, and then also has, just like Oliver, the equip effect where it can equip from the graveyard, or in general, if it is equipped to one of your monsters, the monster cannot be destroyed. And then level 4, 1500 attack, 2000 defense. 2. The 2 Oliver. And this one is, you can send the 1 Fire Warrior monster or equip spell from your hand or face up on the field to the grave to special summon this card. Also has the effect it can equip from grave, and when equipped also has the effect of this one, it makes your monster non-targetable. And then easily cyclable, also level 4. Great to extend with the plays. And then we have the 1 Astolfo, and then 2 Fireflint Lady. The Astolfo is essentially a new addition to this one. Level 1, and basically you can banish a Fire Warrior from your hand or graveyard to special summon it, and then it gains the level of that monster, and then also has a grave effect of when it's in the graveyard, you can banish this and 1 Fire Warrior monster, and then special summoned this and 1 banished Fire Warrior monster on the next standby phase. But yeah, awesome. Also level 1, just another way. It's really easy to get out by banishing 1 Fire Warrior monster from your grave. You can also banish the Gemba earlier if somehow you don't get to the Phoenix Blade by that point. And then obviously the 2 Fireflint Lady to extend. Also, instead of the Astolfo as well, you can also consider a 3rd red layer. Would not be a bad idea as well. But I do like I do like the banish effect of hers there. And I do feel like I see this card a lot regardless. The red layer, obviously special summon if you don't control any monsters, and then as your 5, your search from your Isolde as well, so that you can make the Synchro into the Omega or the Boral. And then we have 1 Gearfried. Has the attack effect during the right before the damage calculation, takes control of one of your opponent's monsters, equips it to it, and it can also do the negate a monster effect by detaching, or I would say not detaching, it's not an exceed, by destroying one of your, or sending one of your equipped cards from your field to the grave that's equipped to this card. And then 3000 attack, extremely easy to bring out by banishing an equipped card from your field or graveyard. Very easy. I know, and that's definitely a card people can, I would not doubt, or not say anything bad against them if they were running 2 or 3 of that card. The 3 Connector, and then the 1 Aqua Dolphin. Obviously, you special summon the Dolphin to try to rip hands. And then we're gonna go for the tuners, or slash, I guess the combo package, because the Phantom Beast would not be a tuner, but you have the Gemba, your tuner level 2, Fire Warrior, Desquat special summon from, so this one special summons from the Isolde. I usually banish the Smoke Grenade and the Phoenix Blade, and then the Desquat 001 special summon from the Needle Fiber, and then the Phantom Beast obviously from the Auroradon to get the combo going with the Despots. And then same thing, Gemba you will see multiple times with your different dimension and or living fossil. And then I still like the 3 Droll. I mean, it's just a great card. Just over Ashen, in my opinion. So many decks get instantly shut down. I feel like in this format, if you do start the Droll when you go second, you can really lock them, or at least minimalize the combo that they can do or put out there, which, you know, obviously with this deck is very helpful. So 3 Droll. Looking forward to that new gold, the new gold alternate art. Actually looks awesome. I would like to get 3 of those as well. And that would be it for the monster lineup. We're going to go into the spells. It's a very similar spell lineup, but there is a minor change. So 3 Heritage of the Chalice. Obviously you're foolish plus then. You can search for either the Noble Arms card or the, what do you want to call it? The Infernoble Knight Monster. And then also has the Graveyard effect as well. And the artwork's awesome. I mean, ridiculously dope as a prismatic. And the 1 reinforcement of the army. And then what makes this deck, again, so amazing and consistent is the ability to play through the hand traps with, like, I mean, you have your Infernoble cards that can search, Ogre and all them as well. And then you have these all do similar jobs. Pretty much just keep getting the resources to your hands. This one's equips. Once it equips, you can destroy itself to basically add another Fire Warrior monster from your deck to your hand, level 5 or lower. And then, yeah, once per turn, but still great effect. The Phoenix Blade and the Smoke Grenade. These 2, you know, obviously banish the monster, or the 2 warrior monsters from your grave to add it back to your hand, and then you have the Smoke Grenade for the pop to obviously look at the opponent's hand and then rip a card, and can be used multiple times in a turn. Its average is usually around 1 to 2 though. Majority around 1, unless you're going that route. And then you got that. I still think I've seen people going the other way now, playing one of these or none of these with the 3 Living Fossil, but I still like the banishment, especially with the Astolfo and the Phoenix Blade. I just feel like there's a good chance that you can get the banished monsters a little bit more versus the Living Fossil. But Living Fossil also has maybe a little bit more targetability for other monsters in the deck. So 1 Living Fossil plus the 3 DDR. Excuse me. And that would be it for the equipped spells. And we have, like prior, 2 tactics. If I had 3, I would be running 3. Can also do the 1 called by the Grave in here, but it's really tight. Trying to keep it at a 40 card list. And this is more for, I would say, first and second variants for this deck. I mean, this card is great going either turn, but this deck profile in general, I made one that was kind of more for going first. I mean, it's always you really want to go first, but when you're forced to go second, this one has a little bit more playability. And then the 3 Dark Ruler on more, which would be the other addition as well for the spells. So you have the 3 Droll, and the 3 Dark Ruler no more, the 2 tactics. Those are kind of your playing second game. But yeah, I mean, kind of speaks for itself. You don't usually need to kill them that turn, or, you know, life point wise, but once you establish, you know, the Infernoble board, it's pretty much set at that point. And like I said, the extra deck will be almost identical to how it's been the last 2 times. We have the Chewy Sold, searches for the red layer for your hand, and then also gets out your Gemba. Awesome artwork too. I wish they would make another, or I don't know if anyone's seen, there's a Korean tournament mat for that. He sold, and it is gorgeous. It's like a $500 mat too. It's ridiculous. It's got the zones and everything, but it looks awesome. 1 Link Cross, obviously generate the Auroradon combo with all your tokens spamming. The 1 Huck of Fibrex and the Mecha Phantom Beast Auroradon. Again, it gets out your desk spot, and if anything goes wrong, can get out multiple other tuners that you have in the deck. And then you have the Auroradon as well. I mean, obviously won't get rid of it the first turn, but next you can use it for like access code or something. And then last for the links, the 1 access code talker, also great going second. And just in general, if the opponent survives their next turn after you go first, this is extremely easy to make, and yeah, just put it to bed. And for the Infernobles, we have the Captain Roland. Effect activates, and then at the end of the turn, you get to send 1 to grave, add to hand, And then we have the Captain Oliver, and then you have the Emperor Charles here. Charles, essentially I'll explain, obviously these ones are more notable. Charles at the end of the turn equips one equip from the graveyard and then one monster from the deck to this card, and then destroy one card on the field. You're gonna do obviously the smoke grenade for the equipped card, and yeah, and then obviously gains the 500 attack. And then you have the one Infernoble Knight, Captain Oliver. It's cool because I mean they're all kind of like, it's like Roland. Looks like he's got one of the noble arms now, and now he's all boosted. You got Oliver, same thing. It's the other Oliver all boosted up with one of the noble arms card. Charlie as well here. Yeah, but this card's awesome one. So it's great going second, like I said, not great going first. Don't want to make it unless you're going second or unless you're going with a follow-up play. But when it's equipped and it attacks, it can destroy one card on the field before the attack goes through. And then also, when this card is in the graveyard, except the turn that it was sent there, you can target one warrior monster on the field, special summon this card, and equip that monster to it. So it recurs itself, and special summons is really easy. Both of these are level 5, so easier way to get to this tier. But again, going second is what you want to do for this one. These two are still the original main combo, but yeah, still an awesome card. And the destruction part of it is very good, plus the attack going through, and then usually the equip boost. But yeah, the artwork on these are all ridiculous. I hope they make like an Astolfo synchro, or at least maybe come out with maybe 2 or 3 more support cards for their synchro, because you know they're most likely going to hit the smoke grenade. I hope that doesn't pretty much just shut down this deck, or at least people wanting to play it. It doesn't kill it, but it definitely hinders that one ability to remove a card from hand there. But I kind of hope they leave the smoke grenade for one more time, since people still haven't really gotten to play physical play with this. I know remote duels are kicking off, but a lot of people still have not gotten to play physical play, so I'm hoping they keep, you know, the smoke grenade at least at one for a little bit longer to try to give people that opportunity to play now that shops are starting to open up more. Metal Marcher for the special summon of the Gemba, just keep redoing it. Tatsunoko to go for the red layer, usually in hand. If you don't have red layer, obviously there's multiple other things you can do, but it's usually going to go for the Omega or the Boral Savage, depending on what you got going on. Usually you want to go Savage, unless you go for essentially the Aqua Dolphin play. If you get the Aqua Dolphin, then you get the Omega, and then the Smoke Grenade, and then a second Smoke Grenade, or Monster Reborn the Dolphin again. That's 4 cards out of their hand in a turn, so that's pretty much usually when you want to try to go for the Omega. But it's, like I said, it's kind of risky. 1 Herald, 1 Power Tool, obviously your Flood plus your Negate. Power Tool to search you, you're going to usually want to go for the DDR. It is the, I would say, most important of the equips that you're going to want to try to get this one, so you can get the Gemba back and then do the extra plays to get Charles and them on board. And the Herald. And then the 2 8s, the Omega and the Savage. Obviously for banishment and ripping card from the hand. Omega's just an amazing card, the reason why it's still 1. And then obviously Savage. And again, this freaking prismatic reprint is fuego. Yeah, so just like I've always said before, I really appreciate everyone's time, everyone's feedback, all the comments, likes, subscribes, dislikes. If you guys like the profile, please subscribe for more. I have plenty of profiles. So just trying to basically get caught up with everything that's been going on, and just try to do it more often, and try to at least put out 2 or 3 profiles a week, because I definitely have the decks and the cards to do so. And yeah, check me out on Instagram as well. I appreciate everyone, and if you leave a dislike, please at least explain why. Thank you guys and gals for your time. Everyone have a good night.